Please put your hands together as taking us on this incredible journey is an incredible leader. Let's make some noise as I welcome Mr. Pankaj Bansal, MGM India. Round of applause for the man under whose leadership the organization has truly emerged as an industry titan. And taking this conversation forward will be none other than Mr. Anas Rahman Junaid, founder and chief researcher at Hurun India. So let's look forward to this very interesting, candid conversation right here. All yours.
Thank you, Isha. Thanks, everyone. So, Pankaj, do you normally do a lot of fireside chats? I rarely see you come on stage for fireside chats.
So generally, I don't do fireside chat. Why I am here is because of the credible platform.
Okay.
I think
Thank you.
Hurun has achieved that in last 13 years, so all kudos to you guys.
Thank you. And Pankaj, first question is, you got into the real estate business very young, fairly young. I always tell, when I describe about you to my friends, I tell you, you're one of the oldest young real estate entrepreneurs. So very young you entered this, and now it's been almost 15 years. So what has been the change since the day one to now?
So before I answer your question, I would want to thank everybody here, all the leaders of real estate who are here. I can see a few friends, Kalpesh, the founder for Tribeca, the full Adani team is here, Manit, the architects, the greatest, one of the finest architects in North India. Not greatest, or finest architect. I have my friend Ankit from Sun City sitting here, and many other friends. So I would like to welcome you all on behalf of Hurun and Grohe for this wonderful evening, to all the leaders like yourself who are present under one roof. And thank you, Hurun, thank you, Anas, for making me meet my friends under one roof, and the powerful friends, not just general friends. So this journey has been very exciting, you know how it started, and that's a real story. It's not just that I'm cooking up sitting here. The day I finished my college, I studied in R.C. Munji, Bombay, where you belong. The last day, last exam, when I gave it, my father calls me up and he tells me that, Pankaj, hey, come tomorrow, you have to join business and launch the brand. So it's all started from there. At the time I was thinking, the college has just got over, it is time to chill, 3-4 months, decide what to do, whether it is real estate, no real estate, but it is a compulsion which came to me from my father that tomorrow you have to launch the brand. I precisely remember it is 2011, September month, all leaders like yourself, few from real estate, few from outside of real estate, and that is how the journey began. And I was standing there, butterflies everywhere, forget tummy, everywhere thinking what to speak. That day gave me that confidence that, okay, hey, somebody like my father, he believes in you. And since that day, today I've been going, God has been extremely kind. So coming to this journey of last 15 years, today I run 2 brands under real estate, which is, one is M3M, the second one is Smart World. Both the brands put together does an annual revenue of a little less than $3 billion. A lot of people don't believe this, but guys, please, you're most welcome to check our books. We're not listed, we do only one market, which is North. And only from North we do such kind of revenue. The area under construction today is over 40 million square feet and 20 million stands delivered already. So there is a credibility of delivery which India needs in real estate in this sector precisely. And last not the least, today we also stand debt-free as a whole group. So this is what we've achieved in the last 15 years.
Really good news. And yesterday, I think you and Kalpesh signed the second Trump Tower in Delhi. I think you were giving us stats that you're the biggest Trump Tower developer outside of the US or something?
Yeah, so Kalpesh sitting here, Kalpesh owns Tribeca. He's just flown in from Bombay for this event. Kalpesh owns about 6 to 7. As we speak, I own 2, which I can announce, and few more which I will announce. So yeah, we are one of the largest Trump owners in individual capacity outside of North America. Yes, you're right. So we've just announced our second Trump Tower in Gurgaon.
Amazing, amazing. Congratulations. I think one important point, this ties back to my first question. When you joined the business 15 years back, would your father have imagined that you would be you'd be launching a Trump Tower, going to the president's inauguration? I mean, kudos to you, man. I mean, good job. Truly inspirational.
Thank you.
The next question is the change of guard from first gen to the next gen. It's always a challenge. How did you manage this transformation? How difficult or easy was it?
So it is kind of a hybrid structure. So my father was earlier a land aggregator, and I don't shy away in saying this because he's created this whole business where I'm sitting and I'm enjoying this platform today. So while we became from a so-called land aggregator to a developer, so while we were launching our brand and moving into this development journey of real estate, I was kind of part of it. So there was not really change of guards, it is a hybrid structure. But having said that, yes, there are difference of opinions. When we come from pedigree institutes like the IIMs and the IITs, there is general discussion with our parents who've been running this business forever that, hey, listen, maybe you don't know, maybe I am right here. So I had this discussion with my father once very categorically. I'm like, boss, I don't want any difference opinion between us. What is the solution? Do you have a solution? And he being crystal clear, many of my friends know how he is. He told me one thing very clearly, Pankaj, that if you want to see success, I have 100, say, qualities and disqualities. You only pick up my qualities, don't pick up my disqualities. And prove yourself in the market. The day market comes back to me and says, okay, your son is doing great, that day I am satisfied. So I picked up that mantra of no argument with him. He told me whatever is mine, but whatever is yours, you have somebody to learn from. So that's where I keep as a success mantra that no internal discussions, negotiations. Once the decision has happened, it has happened and just move forward with it. So, I mean, this is where we are and it is working for me. I'm sure it is working for a lot of us and friends and family here.
So between you and your father, who spends more time in the business now?
So I think he continues to, so he's very, very aggressive. So even today my wish list is that, okay, I am 10% of him. If I become like him, this business would grow leaps and bounds. So he today is responsible for all the land part and the business development side. Rest of the entire business is controlled by me. So he spends quite some time now. It's not that he's out of business.
And you did mention about being aggressive. You have a reputation of being aggressive as well. How was your day like? Do you look at every competitor? And I just want to mention an interesting fact here. In the real estate top 100 list, Adani Realty is the most valuable unlisted real estate company in India. So big round of applause to Jack here, I think. so that's our valuation, but Adani thinks it should be low, but I think we think it's worth that. But
We
they've
can
been
ask
very
Jack
humble.
what is the real value. So he,
They've been very humble. But then do you look at Adani is now there, and a lot of other interesting and innovative players are also coming to the market. How do you manage your aggression, and how do you analyze, how do you perceive competition?
So I don't think so. See, the market, Indian real estate market is so big that if we work in collaboration with other developers, at least the same thinking, all of us have same principles, the market is so big. Indian real estate is not fully exploited even till date. So why to think about competition? Why not work with our competition and earn money from market? So tomorrow if I am working with a X developer or a Y developer and looking into his pocket, that would only fetch me a maybe penny. But if you want to earn in dollars and pounds, market is huge, huge. And yes, the first question you said, we are aggressive. We are aggressive, but as Jack said in his few lines that, okay, while we are aggressive, but we are also focusing on values and qualities now. So that's becoming very, very important for the industry at large. If you want to be successful, it is not about scale. Scale is important, but quality, value, systems, processes, and real estate organizations, if you look at real estate in our country for last 20, 30 years, how many real estate brands have sustained? Correct. Leaving the pedigree 2, 3, 4, maybe, how many real estate brands have sustained? We live that short life of, okay, hey, launch a new project, brand is built, take that money out, here and there, move, and when the market goes for a toss, you know what happens to the brand, we are finished. So there were, at that point of time, as per Credai's real estate list, we were over 200 people in our country. The last turmoil, we came down to 50. And credibility-wise, you could not count even 10 real estate companies in the country. So it's very, very important. Aggressive is okay, aggressive is not just doing large, but aggressive is also being quick. But values is very, very important.
No, I kind of agree with you. That's also reflective in some of the traditional businesses getting into real estate, right? Be it Godrej or Adani or Tata, right? Once you have the brand established, you'd see a lot of these traditional families getting into real estate business as well. You put I don't know if you revealed that post, you put an Instagram post a couple of days back and you you hid the photo of the other guy. I know who it is, but then just want to ask you, it's very important for my next question. It's basically about you interacting and partnering with global brands and global brands really. Trump is one, and I know that, of few other partnerships as well. Here, there are quite a few real estate leaders who are here. How do you see that opportunity evolving, and what are your plans?
Now India is ready. So real estate was a so-called growing economy. It was not developed as a sector, but now the rules and regulations, the RERA coming in, real estate has become more organized. So now the new rich and the old rich, they're ready for these branded partnerships and associations, and they want to get seen. Because, the new rich has a different thinking compared to the old rich. Old rich is still subtle. They won't talk about their wealth. But new rich, they want to show their wealth. So why people buy swanky cars, fancy watches, house on one of the most expensive house in the country, and then they post online and media picks it up. So I think brands are coming into the country, but they're also being very careful that who to partner with, because they also want that credibility of projects getting delivered. India has also seen one phase 6 to 7 years ago when there were the Michael Schumachers and the Maria Sharapovas of the world. The projects were launched, successfully sold, but till today, you have no namo nishan of the project. You don't even find on Google Map where is the location. So brands are coming to India, and yes, having said that, so I would not reveal the names of partnerships which we are doing. Trump is the biggest partnership which we have done, but I'm working on the larger plan of creating the first branded city, not a project, on the planet. So this is what we are working on right now. And these, you will see the global brands you can think of entering real estate in India with M3M.
Nice. Really cool. Now the time to speak about Smart World, right? Your startup, which you're doing with Aishwarya is here, Pankaj's sister. They both are actively building. Oh, sorry, Pankaj's wife. Sorry, because Payal is also here, so I got confused. So Aishwarya is here, Pankaj's wife. They are incubating another real estate company, right? What is the thought process behind building a startup?
So a lot of people ask me this question, that why Smart World? And this is how this idea came to our mind. When I spoke to my father, because M3M being the family business, that will you ever list this business? He said, no, why do I share my bottom line when it is too high? And we are, not asset light, we are asset heavy when it comes to M3M. So this gave me an idea, why not build another brand? The brand was incubated with this thought that, okay, when Gurgaon's master plan gave us the opportunity of low-rise development, we started from there. So we thought, okay, let's create a new brand like Oppo and Vivo, two mobile manufacturers catering to the same customer, but different segments. So we started that, okay, Smart World will be the low-rise developer who will become big. But real estate is on steroids, somebody said, it's on a bull run. So today we are aggressively growing this brand, and I think God has been kind. Here also, Touchwood, Smart World has grown a very, very big name only in the Gurgaon market today. We do about 6,000 crore annual revenue under Smart World brand. And as we speak, about 15 million square feet is under construction. And the idea of building this brand is to take it public by 2027. So that's the whole intent. So this brand has separate set of people, processes, system, everything different. Only one thing which is common is Pankaj Bansal as a shareholder, but nothing else remains. So, and I'm building it as a very, very transparent, high on corporate governance. So that's the whole idea of building Smart World as a brand. Yeah.
That's the one you would take public.
Absolutely. 2027, you are my first investor.
Sure, for sure. So name one person that has had a tremendous impact on you, and what has been the net result?
I think there's only one person who's made impact in my life. He's my father. What I learn from him every day is just amazing. So if I have to invest $100 million, the first thing I'll think about myself, whether do I have $100 million to invest? But when I talk to my father, hey, you want to invest $1 billion, he would have $1 million, he would take that call and invest. So that is the kind of risks he takes even today in his life, and he's built M3M with no money. So a lot of people, I'm sure, so I can see a lot of friends and family members sitting here, how M3M was built. So we had no fund. Who's backing us? We had no godfather, we had no bank, we had no institution. It just started from our own capital. 2002, 2003, he came to Gurgaon. With a little bit of real estate experience in Rajasthan, came to Gurgaon, started acquiring lands, putting his everything into real estate, and the total capital the family had at that point in time was 2.5 crores in 2003. And today, 2003 to 2025, this is where we are. So I see the kind of, the kind of decision he takes today, the kind of disciplined he is even today, is just amazing. So he is the only one who makes a difference in my life, and I look up to him for every small thing in my life.
I want to add something about your father. I think you didn't mention this to me. You did mention when you go to your father with challenges, he gives you usually gives you a response which says, for 24 karat gold to be born, it has to go through fire. Or something like that, right? So I always say this to my startup founders when they're struggling.
He also says one more thing very interesting. See, all of us have 8-9 hours पूरे दिन में 8-9 घंटे काम करना है हमें सबको, correct? Now it is up to us whether we want to count chiller, rupees, dollars or pounds. Because the time of counting the currency is same. So that is what he tells me whenever I goes to him. I ask him what next. He's like, you have same time, do something big. That is what I learn from him every day.
As a next gen successful entrepreneur, and what is your one advice that you would give to today's entrepreneurs?
So I think everybody is senior to me, what advice, and
what
they've built large businesses than what I am sitting here today. I'm the youngest, looks like, in the room today.
And what do you, okay, let me put it this. Okay, advice is one. What are we learning from some of them here, the room?
I think I don't see the biggest names today, leaving 1-2 people we have. We have Adani here, we have Imar here. But I see all the credible people sitting here in this room, all right? So it is not about volumes. It is about credibility. This is the one advice. This is one thing which I've learned from a lot of people, that if you do any business, the intent of doing this business should not go wrong. You should never toss with that, irrespective of the thing you're big or you're small. So generally, specific to real estate, we discuss a lot of times in our company. We talk about our customer satisfaction, all right? Our teams would show us, sir, हमारे ना 90% customer satisfied हैं, 95% customer satisfied हैं. Do you think that is the right measure for our customers? If it is a customer, it has to be 100%. I mean, how many times we have got an iPhone which is delivered with scratches? How many times you bought a car which is accidental? How many times you bought a watch which is not working? Real estate has, over a period of time, developed this new concept of snagging, that we'll deliver to you first, then we will rectify the snags of the project, and snags have become a bigger department than the development team today. So it is kind of funny. And imagine we are saying 95% of the customers are satisfied. The customer, we are into the business of providing shelter, providing homes, largely apart from our commercial developments. So we have to think like that. For that customer, it is very important. It is his one house which he will own for his lifetime. I don't know whether he'll buy the second home or not. All right? So we have to change our mindset when we do real estate, that every single customer is important to us. And that is what we've been doing. And all the people, Vishal Bhaiya is here. Ashiana is a great, great name when it comes to quality and deliveries. So I see that happening. And this is the only piece of advice we need to be very, very sure of while we build our organizations. This is how institutions are built. Look at Tata's. Look at the Oberoi. If you don't like something, replaced. And no money charge. That is a brand.
Very profound. Thanks a lot, Pankaj. Big round of applause to Pankaj. It's
Thank
really
you so much, guys.
good fun talking to you.
Thank you, Anas.
Thank you very much, Pankaj.
Thank you.
Let's hear a round of applause for 3 of our wonderful leaders here on stage. May I request the team to please clear the setup for the next segment. And as we set our stage up for